And this was a viewer request that I'm happy to make. It's my top 5 favorite bright lipsticks and how to wear them, and there's a bonus one, so it's really 6 because I can never just keep to the rules. First of all, let's start with how I wear a bright lip. So I personally, this is all personal preference, it's not a rules thing. I'm not a big believer in the rules, if you haven't noticed, but my personal rules are I pair a bright lip with a neutral eye. I'm not gonna wear purples and blues and greens on my eyes and then have a really bright lip. I feel like it's too much going on. It's a little circus-like, a little too clownish for my taste. Mostly because I think my skin is so fair that all that color is just, it's too much. So I like to keep a neutral eye, not necessarily matte. Today I am wearing a matte eye. I'm wearing the Tarte Lip Palette, the original one. And I generally pair the color kind of with what's going on in my clothing. Today I chose a very neutral top, black, so that I could wear all the colors easily. But I tend to wear like the more orange tones with navy, and I tend to wear the pinks and with more like blue tone clothes. I don't know why. And red, I feel like a true red is just a neutral. But like I said, sometimes I just feel like throwing it on and there you go. Now for years, I never wore bright colored lipstick for 2 reasons. One, Michael hates it. I think he still hates it, but I don't really care anymore. And number 2, I felt like it made me look like a vampire. I actually feel like as I've aged, it adds a little bit of color to my face, and I think it looks just fine, and to Michael. I will say that some of these colors suit me better when I have a tan, and that would be a faux tan going, and let's start with this one, because this is definitely one that I think looks fine now, but looks so much better with some color to my face. This is the Butter London Bloody Lippy Stick. It's a really funny name. It's the Lippy Bloody Brilliant Stick. I think these come in 5 or 6 shades. They're all lovely. I love this formulation. It's a really, really soft crayon. It is a sort of glossy formula, so it's not a straight-on matte. I never wear these with lip liners. I never wear a lip liner. I'm lazy. All of these would look better with lip liners, but I don't. So this is Lady Danger. It's my favorite orangey, more of the orange side lipsticks. I feel it's the most wearable for my skin tone. And what I really like about this particular lipstick is that it's not marketed as long wearing, but it really, really is. So this is when I'm doing a meetup or I'm gonna be in an event and I know I'm not gonna be able to touch up my lipstick. This is definitely one of the colors, if not formulation, that I reach for. I adore this brand. In fact, I like every color in the line except one. The lightest shade does nothing for me. So these are at Ulta and Nordstrom, I think. Love these. Next, let's talk about this shade, still kind of in the orange family. Should not come as a surprise to anyone. It's one of the Clinique lip color pops. This is in the shade 06 Poppy Pop, another one you've seen quite a bit. I've done a whole video on all the Clinique lip color pops at the time they were launched. I've gone on to buy even more since then. They've released a few more colors, but I love this formulation. I love all the shades in this range. I feel that they are very moisturizing. They don't dry your lips at all. Again, they last a very long time on the lips. There's a built-in primer in these lipsticks. I love this particular shade, Poppy Pop. Again, it's got some orange tones in it, but this runs a little more pink, a little more red, a lot more wearable, I feel, than Lady Danger. Did I say it's Lady Danger? That is a mistake. It's Lady Bird. I'm thinking of MAC. Too many shades. Okay, so the original one was Butter London Lady Bird. This is Clinique Poppy, and you can see Poppy's here on the top. Lady Bird is down here. This is really orange. This one has some pink red undertones to it. Again, much more wearable. This I tend to reach for, again, when I'm wearing navy or when I'm wearing any kind of neutral shade. I don't always match my lipstick to my clothes, but I feel like it helps a little bit. So this is Clinique Lip Color Pop in Poppy Pop. Now we're moving into definitely the more red pink. This is a recent acquisition. I've been talking a lot about it this summer. This is from the brand Lipstick Queen. I actually saw this on someone in the store at Ulta and just stopped her and said, I have to know what that is, and I immediately bought it. This is the Cupid's Bow lip crayon in the shade Daphne or Daphne. I guess it depends on how you want to say that. And what I like is it is a very precise pencil, so you can use it to line the lips and then fill it in. This is a little less glossy than the other two. I wouldn't say it's a full-on matte. It's more of a satin shade. It's a beautiful color. Again, it's more of a red pink. I've been looking for that perfect red that leans more pink, kind of rose. And you can see here, I have Daphne on the top, and then we go down to Poppy Pop, and then again, Ladybird on the bottom. So you can see the progression. It's getting a little more pink. This, for some reason, has a decent amount of wear time, but it's not an exceptionally long amount of time. And I do find that it wears off evenly. It leaves kind of like a popsicle stain. It's not gonna leave you that ring around your lips that makes it look a little indelicate. So this is Lipstick Queen's Daphne. One last thing, it is a very highly pigmented and concentrated formula. I don't think this one or the Butter London lip crayon does very well if you keep it in your purse and you're outside all day. They will melt. So this is definitely something you put on and keep in your purse if you're gonna be in the air conditioning, or maybe go for something else if you're planning on being outside all day long and are hoping for touch-ups. These melt. Now we have the Ultimate Classic Red. This is MAC's Ruby Woo. It is a retro matte. There's nothing forgiving about this lipstick. It is a very dry formula. It is a beautiful classic blue red. Look how white my teeth look. My teeth are not white. It makes your teeth look really white. But of all the lipsticks I'm showing you, this does apply best with a lip liner. And I do have one that I like. I believe it's MAC Beet is the one that I reached for. I put this on just now off camera and I made kind of a mess of it, as long as you don't look too closely. It's very dry. It is a very long wearing lipstick. So if you, again, are gonna be in an event, you don't have time to touch up your lips, this is I highly recommend this one. I reach for this one. I kind of save it for special occasions because, like I said, it is drying. It is not the most forgiving formula. You do have to take your time applying it. But once it's on, it's not going anywhere, and I think it looks beautiful. I do recommend when you take it off, lay on that lip balm, whatever your favorite moisturizing lip balm is, because at the end of the night, you're gonna need it. But I do highly, still, all the negatives aside, I still really recommend this, and it's one I reach for, but only for special occasions. Now we move into the solid pinks. This is from Estee Lauder. It's part of their Pure Envy collection. This is marketed as a matte. This is the shade Neon Azalea. Wow, it's definitely neon. It's really bright. It's my favorite pink. Michael hates this color, just as an aside. Here it is. I forgot to show you. On the top is Ruby Woo now, and then on the bottom here is my Neon Azalea. I really like this formulation. It's, like I said, it is technically a matte. It says so on the bottom of the package, but it doesn't feel matte. It's very smooth and creamy on the lips. There is a little bit, I'm looking in the mirror, there is, I'd say it's almost a demi-matte. It just doesn't feel like that dead matte, like a liquid lipstick. Here's what I love about this, no matter what you get, the packaging, it's a magnetic closure, so it's not gonna fall off in your purse. Love it, love it. Very long wearing, easy to reapply. I never wear a lip liner. I can't even imagine what lip liner they designed. There's probably one out there that goes with this, but I love this formulation. Again, this one looks way better with a tan than when I'm pale, but I wear this with pink clothes. I wear this with blue, gray, black. It goes with everything. I just wouldn't wear it maybe paired with a red or an orange shirt or yellow. That would look a little strange too. But this is Neon Azalea. Here is my bonus lipstick. This happens to be from the drugstore. This is part of the Maybelline line, their Vivids collection. This is Vivid Rose. Again, I like this color because it kind of straddles the fence between a rose, a pink, and a red. It's sort of a hybrid of all those colors. I love the Maybelline. I think Maybelline lipsticks are my second favorite drugstore lipstick. Milani lipsticks are definitely my favorite, but for brights, you just cannot beat the Maybelline Vivids line. There is a shade for everyone in there. I just love this hybrid kind of pinky red rose color. It's very creamy. It's not a matte exactly. I'd say this is just a typical satin kind of cream finish, and it wears well. It doesn't wear like it's not marketed for long wear. I wouldn't say it's long wear, but if you're not going to be eating, I'd say a good 4 or 5 hours before it fades away to nothing. And here it is on the very bottom of my collection of shades. Let's start again one more time. Let's recap from the top. We have Ruby Woo, MAC Ruby Woo. We have Lipstick Queen, Cupid's Bow Daphne. We have Clinique Lip Color Pop and Poppy Pop. We have Butter London Ladybird. We have Estee Lauder Pure Envy Neon Azalea. And at the very bottom here, we have the Maybelline Vivid Rose. So these are my top 5 bright lipsticks. I wear them all the time. If you want to see them in action, I highly suggest checking out my vlogs. Did I mention those are my top 5? They're actually 6. Sorry. Like I said, take a look at my vlogs. There's a playlist listed below and you can see these as they are worn daily and how I pair them with outfits. As always, thank you so much. Please send me more viewer requests. I love doing them. I look forward to reading your comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to June Favorites. I don't know why I'm doing this. June's been an amazing month. Maybe it's just because there's so much. We've had Jake's birthday, we had Shane's birthday, we had Mike on his wedding anniversary, we had Jake's graduation,